more about the school report cards. The question here is, what is the position on the new, what is your position on the new school report cards, the new Common Core standards, and the changing of the WKCE test for more rigorous standards?
Well, this is something that not only am I facing as a legislator, but I'm facing it as a parent. And I'll tell you, the information that my school has been sending me over the last few weeks has been kind of daunting. And as we were preparing for it in our family, we're having conversations about, you know, our kids and what they're going to be learning and the testing that they're going to be receiving. As a legislator, I've heard actually from folks that support it and that don't support it. And, you know, I try to look at it, you know, from both as a legislator and as a parent, because again, this is something that my kids are going to have and use for their time in school. As I said earlier in my remarks, like everybody, I looked immediately how my school did. And the commissioners did a nice job today, I think, outlining the choices that we have here in Kenosha County. And all of our schools did so well. I'm very proud of all of our schools. And there might be a few that need a little bit of assistance. And those are where I'm going to take a look at those schools. And actually, I have a very good rapport with one of the administrators. I think he's making significant changes, so I don't think it is a reflection on the current school in some cases. Because I think there are changes going on that might not be reflected in those test scores. But overall, I'm very proud of our community and the direction we're going. With regards to testing, you know, I'm not a big fan of all the testing when I was in school. But now as a parent, there is a gauge. The new PALS testing that my sons are going to be doing soon will give you an immediate response to your child and where they're at school, which is so different than what we had as growing up. You will know within a day where your child needs a little bit of assistance. So I think in those eyes, I think that's very good to gauge. And as we go forward and use technology, and technology changes, who knows what it's going to be like in 5 or 10 years. I'm very proud of where we're headed because I think it will give parents a tool, just one tool, because I think a lot of it has to do with our community and our schools in our community. And, you know, there's a game going on here and people coming into the school. I think schools play just like the center of a community in a number of aspects. So again, there's a lot of issues that are going to come forward in the next 5 to 10 years, but I'm very proud of where we're at today with our schools, even under the tight budget constraints that they have had.
Representative Steinbrink.
Thank you. I had an opportunity to listen to Tony Evers' October 12th presentation in Madison he did on the schools. And he talked about the school report card. He talked about Agenda 2017, moving schools forward in the future. Kenosha News did do a good job on that. And the one thing you notice, and I printed off online even just to compare all the different schools in Kenosha County, and it's amazing how close they all are, 72, 74, 78. I think our teachers, our staff, our districts are doing a great job. There's always room for improvement, but to see that equal there, it's amazing. And to know that our kids are getting the right education, that's something I think we've made big strides in. And I can only think of back in my day, if we would have had this, what it would have been like, the difference. Of course, we didn't have the computers back then, so you couldn't generate a nice looking report like this, but it covers a lot. It lets the parents know what's happening. It lets the taxpayers know what's happening in the district. But to know their dollars are actually being spent wisely and doing a job that they're supposed to be doing. So I got to give a tip of the hat to those folks out here that are doing the job, because it's definitely reflected here in the school report.